See this coming. Y'all ready? Those SNAP benefits, EBT benefits are not meant for people to live on for the rest of their life. They're meant for temporary assistance. So yes, it's time to cut it. If somebody was banking on just living in their life forever, receiving those benefits, they knew that their mom got it, their grandmother got it, now they get to get it. When was something going to change, ma'am?
Are going to starve. Children are going to starve. They're not going to have food. Do you know what happens when people don't get food? They get mad and they will do anything they need to do to get food for them and especially their children. And she's agreeing with me. She's like, yeah, it's horrible. Like, it's horrible. Where the cognitive dissonance here is crazy. Like, it is so infuriating because it's like you try to.
Hold on. I want to go back to this point because I don't want to skip over this. It seems like she's going to go all over the place. So I want to stay here.
They get mad and they will not going to have food. Do you know what happens when people don't get food? They get mad and they will do anything they need to do.
All right. So she mentioned, do you know what happens when people can't get whatever? They're going to get mad and they're going to do whatever they have to do, right? Sure. Fair point. But then do you know what happens when people decide to just get mad and just do whatever it is that they want to do? There's consequences that come behind that. That happens all the time. That's okay. If people decide to go get mad and break the law, then they'll simply be put in jail for it. We don't have to overcomplicate this thing. Listen, why is the first thing that comes to our mind whenever we hit a rough patch that we're going to go and commit crimes? Listen, I've been down, I've been up, I've been in the middle. When I was down, it never came to my mind that I was going to go and commit a crime. I had to take ownership, I had to take responsibility of my situation, and I had to understand that there are unlimited options out here in order to make something happen, make something shake. And that's on the far end of what I'm going to resort to. That's not going to be my first thing that I'm picking off the utility belt to use. But the point that these people make about how, oh, if this doesn't happen, we're going to do whatever we got to do, basically insinuating that they'll run in your establishment, maybe even run in your house. And I wouldn't advise that. Listen, it's funny, right? Because homelessness has always been a thing. It's always been something that we've seen, we've observed, and we kept it moving, right? But see, when homelessness becomes a thing to people who never thought that they could be susceptible to homelessness, which, see, that person that you might have looked down on at one time, you didn't correlate that really probably the reason that person is homeless, especially if it's a guy, then you're really not going to feel bad, right? I guarantee she wouldn't. But we never correlate the fact that the reason that he's probably homeless, she's probably homeless, it really just came down to decisions that added up over time and ultimately put them in that position. So to think that you're above that and you can just come out here and make whatever decisions you want and self-inflict yourself and that it's not going to catch up with you. No, homelessness has always been a thing, and we've always known that if you make enough bad decisions, that that's where you could end up. But now, when it hits our front door, now all of a sudden we want to champion the world and we want to, no, because it just happened to me. Think of everybody. Think of the children. Think of this. It's crazy. I want to hear the rest of what she's saying, but
To get food for them and especially their children. And she's agreeing with me. She's like, yeah, it's horrible. Like, it's horrible. Where the cognitive dissonance here is crazy. It is so
cognitive dissonance. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black?
infuriating. Because it's like you try to get through to them and they just don't know things. They don't see things. And then they call you crazy. And it's like, please, like, look stuff up, seek out information, stop getting news from Fox News. Matter of fact, like, even if somebody's getting news from.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna stop stopping it so much. But look, look right here.
Because it's like you try to get through to them and they just don't know things. They don't see things. And then they call you crazy. And it's like,
People been calling her crazy, and she don't know why. Look at this freeze frame right here, and we know why people are calling you crazy. You decided to go live on your phone. Live, it looks like. This looks like she went live. Because I would hope she didn't record this and then review it and then post it. So I'm guessing this is the result of her going live and just completely opening the floodgates of her emotions and saying all the first things that are coming to her head.
Please, like, look stuff up, seek out information, stop getting news from Fox News. Matter of fact, like, even if somebody's getting news from CNN, stop getting news from CNN. Fox News is inherently worse.
Why?
Didn't they literally just get sued or something? I don't know. It's all so much
Look, she don't
misinformation.
even know. She's just saying the first thing that comes to her mind.
Like,
She just has misinformation. Ma'am, the correct information is people are on those benefits, have been on those benefits, are able-bodied. They can go and work. Most people who are on those benefits can go work and get it. Most people who are on those benefits don't try to go get another job or try to make more income because they would lose those benefits. So they incentivize.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the mama buying crab legs with her food stamps is not the end of the world, and she's not taking advantage of the system. The dad that's buying shrimp and steak with his food stamps, not the end of the world, nor is he taking advantage of the system. The mama that is letting her baby buy his or her favorite candy or cookies or some type of treat with her food stamps, not the end of the world, and she's not taking advantage of the system. When are we going to stop judging people? Okay, you take a 10-second window of seeing someone and say, oh my God, they're taking advantage of the system. They have food stamps and they can get crab legs. Well, I can't even afford crab legs, but you know what they might not be able to afford?
How is that not taking advantage of the system? Buying the most premium things that even middle class people can't afford on a regular basis. How is that not taking advantage of the system? Buying steaks and crab legs and all the things that everybody else can maybe only have once a year or maybe never. How is that not? Because the way that this program is designed and it's supposed to be out of necessity, not out of getting the most premium things. That doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be out of necessity, just like that other lady just claimed. And she said, if they don't have it, they won't eat. They won't be able to fend for themselves, and it's going to make them resort out of this pure hunger to then go out here and commit crimes and victimize people or establishments, right? So we've gone from that to now it's, well, they should be able to have the most premium item. No, if you're able to get the most premium items, then you probably have more money than you need if you're able to do that. I mean, it's really that simple. It's not designed for that because now it seems like it's not about the need, but now it's like, well, I'm used to this threshold that I'm able to maintain, and I even feel entitled to it.
They might not be able to afford not working 2 jobs to survive, okay? They might not be able to afford cake or cupcakes for their baby's birthday without those food stamps. They might not be able to afford that steak and shrimp or crab legs that they want to eat one time a year because it's their birthday without those food stamps. Okay, and you know how I know this? Because I was that mom, okay? I was a 20-year-old single mom. I worked 2 jobs, okay? Listen, 2 jobs, 50 plus hours a week. But by the time I paid rent to put a roof over my child's head, by the time I paid
2 jobs, 50 plus hours a week. That's not that much, especially coming from a man's perspective. That's not that much. And not only that, all this needing to have these things on your birthday and this, that, and the third. Listen, that's not a necessity. You've been conditioned to think that your birthday, if you don't have the a great day, that like you might need to like. I'm trying to choose my words wisely, but ultimately that we have to have a special birthday and all this type of stuff. No, if you're broke Again, back to the homeless example. You don't think there was homeless people on the street that was having birthdays? Do you think anybody cared if they decided to pin $1 on their shirt? Do you think people were gonna now all of a sudden be like, oh well, although you're homeless, it's your birthday, so we're all gonna pin $1 on your shirt and we're all gonna treat you good and all this good stuff? No. Why do we think that we're better than other people? We've been seeing homelessness forever. But all of a sudden, when it's at our front door, now everything needs to stop and everybody needs to pay attention and come together. Listen, this has always been a thing. Pick wisely, prioritize correctly, because see, you're feeling like you need to have this extravaganza on your birthday, but you're broke. That already tells me where your priorities are. Listen, if my finances, my situation isn't structured correctly, and my things aren't together, then I don't get to have a great birthday. I might have to go meditate and just reflect. That might be the highlight of my birthday. So I don't understand where people get this sense of entitlement. But hey, it you keep having that entitlement, see how far it's going to get you. So we'll leave it there. Like the video, also subscribe if you want to join the Legion. Cash App link below if you want to buy your boy iced coffee, tip the channel. And also feel free to join the Patreon where I post self-improvement content. Until then, I'll catch you in the next video.